So you don't know me, but I bet that you've already made your first assumption about me. This assumption could be made just by the way that I look, the way that I started the video, or the way that I'm talking right now. After reading chapter 2, I did come to the following 4 answers, which I'll be saying in a little bit, as well as my very own examples on them. So starting off is stereotypes I picked up are just assumptions made by somebody else's appearance. For instance, their race, their gender, their age, and just their background. A good example that I have for this is whenever you go out in public and you see a little girl, I want to say like maybe in middle school, wearing E. Newton and Lululemon. You made assumptions about her family, her background, and the way that she acts, and they might not be true. Next off, stereotypes, however, can be beneficial whenever you are in a complex environment and you kind of need to use your judgment. However, even then, they can be a little bit risky from what I read. So I don't really have an example for this one, but let's just say, the answer kind of just speaks for itself. So now, I don't know if I'm going to say this right. I'm going to say it as detrimental, but I did pick up that, stereotyping can be very harmful for people in the way that, you can lower their self-esteem, make them really insecure, make them not want to talk, not want to be themselves, make them want to dress different, act different, or just in general not show up to certain places at all. A good example for how they can be a little bit detrimental is saying Asians are really good at math, Asians are smart. I did see that a lot of the times it's not the case, and Asians can kind of feel a little bit down because they don't really fit these standards, and whenever they fail a class they kind of feel like they're not enough. And the same thing goes, I did write some down. The same thing goes for just saying overweight people are lazy. That can also put them down and maybe a little bit sad. I also believe that, it could lead you to think really negatively about other people, which can then transfer to being a little bit discriminated. Lastly, I do believe that we can overcome stereotypes by helping people get together, being more open-minded on other people, trying to get to know the people before you judge them, being more open and inviting people of other, backgrounds, races and genders and stuff, to kind of be more one with a community, to in general be a little bit more of a community. Lastly, I do think that stereotypes may seem small, however, they can really make an impact on somebody and be very damaging to that person. That's it. Thank you.